80 miles west along the Jurassic coast, it's a bustling night in Weymouth. This seaside resort is a haven for holidaymakers and home to the Coast Guard Regional Operations Room. A member of the public is worried about the fate of people in a flimsy inflatable dinghy.
Portland Coast Guard, over.
Hi, I'm in Green Hill Gardens in Weymouth, looking at the sea, and I've watched a little sort of beachy inflatable drift out from a sandy bed. 3 people on board, may have been floating and drinking, that sort of movement. And it's getting quite dark, and I'm just a bit concerned.
Weymouth's inshore lifeboat crew are requested to launch.
Portland, Roger, you're launched on service to the Green Hill area. A report of 3 males in an inflatable towing another smaller inflatable and drifting offshore.
I take it we've got our big lights on here, haven't we? Yeah.
They've now been lost from sight.
In Weymouth, the lifeboat searches through the darkness for the missing people.
The raft over there, is it?
That's the raft, yeah.
There's sounds coming from somewhere.
The impression we got from the first informant,
The Coast Guard shore team join the hunt.
is more one of the ones that you can buy from the stores.
Ladies and gentlemen, you haven't seen a dinghy at all anymore, like a cheap rubber dinghy? We've had reports.
There's a couple of lights out there,
Yeah.
but haven't seen anything.
Not seen anything at all? Alright, basically we need to find them now because it's getting quite dark. We've got the ILB out searching for them at the moment, and we're just doing a quick shoreline search.
In the Coast Guard Ops Room, Watch Officer Alan Norman coordinates the rescue teams.
We've got this search for the dinghy with 3 fellows on board. The suggestion is that they might have been enjoying themselves a little much, and obviously this time of night it's just gone 10 o'clock. It's pretty dark out there, but these chaps have disappeared from view. Obviously we are slightly concerned for their safety, especially if they've been drinking.
We've got a very...
The lifeboat requests permission to send up a flare to illuminate the search area.
Weymouth LB, Portland.
Yes, we're happy with the illuminants.
If you discuss with White Mobile, I'd imagine they'll probably want to get in the best vantage point when you fire an illuminant off, over.
Yeah, this is White Mobile. We're in a fairly good vantage point here. We can see quite a fair bit of the bay, so if, we're ready when you are, over.
Ready? Yeah.
Half an hour after the 999 call, the flare may be the last chance of a sighting. In Weymouth, the search for the missing men is proving fruitless.
Tell them we've seen nothing from the illuminant.
Yeah. We know they're definitely ate it, sort of thing.
Just when hope's fading, they spot something.
What's that there? What's is that just lights on the... What, over there?
That's a yacht. Just head out towards
No. To the right of the yacht, Gary. Look, there's something just on the water there, and there's just lights right in. You see it?
Portland Coast Guard, Weymouth LB, they're on scene, over.
on the scene.
Weymouth RB, Portland, sorry, you're broken to see you on scene with the dinghy, over.
Yeah, Portland Coast Guard, we found the inflatable with what looks like 2 people and a couple of kids in.
3 people on board,
So in a little dinghy behind them, over.
Roger, yeah, that matches the description. Many thanks, standing by.
Right, guys. We're just going to give you a quick lift back, all right?
It's just a nice evening. Decided to...
The men have no idea what all the fuss is about. They're happily towing a smaller boat full of beer and crisps.
If anyone's out here in a speedboat, they ain't going to see you. They're going to just go straight over the top of you.
Our light on the lantern went out, actually.
Just want to hop in the boat?
Yeah.
All right.
Because we can't tow this, you'll end up swimming.
I know, like, how it seems, like, 3 drunken idiots in a dinghy. It didn't seem to be quite like that. It didn't seem to be
3 men in a boat, isn't
We
it?
had a couple of beers. I mean, we're not young enough and stupid enough to get drunk and then drift out the sea. I mean, we didn't start coming back then.
Yeah, Portland, Weymouth LB, yeah. We've got the 2 dinghies and we've got the 3 chaps on board, and we're just going to run them back into the beach, over.
Roger, many thanks.
You all right to jump out from here? Or...
For the 3 men in a boat, their booze cruise has come to an abrupt end. While not drunk in charge of a dinghy, their choice of vessel was dubious, to say the least.
The indications are that it's 3 chaps, quite possibly unaware of the dangers of going out in an inflatable dinghy at 10:30 at night. So the coasties on scene will just have a gentle word with them.
You guys all right out there, Ian?
Now we just lost track of wind and climb and stuff.
Cheers, then. think we should have confiscated his beer.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I thought things were fine. We haven't
all right.
then all of a sudden,
Blushing but unbowed, the intrepid mariners are already planning their next adventure.
We won't go out any further than the actual buoy.
Yeah.
Once we get to the buoy, that'll be it.
We'll make sure we're back before it gets this dark.
Yeah, we don't want to go through this again.